Before we jump into the quadratic formula, which we're going to see tomorrow, I want to talk a little bit about simplifying square roots. So if you've got a square root like the square root of 45, sure, you can approximate that with a decimal. But we're going to talk about how to simplify this. The idea is to write it as the square root of a perfect square and then the square root of kind of leftover stuff. Biggest perfect square that divides 45 is 9. Right? And our perfect squares, of course, if we write a little list, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, and so on. Okay, so I'm going to use my list of perfect squares as a reference. The largest perfect square that divides 45 is the square root of 9. And then 9 times what makes 45? Well, it's 9 times 5. No other perfect square divides 5, so I know that I can't make this any smaller. So this part is my perfect square part. Now when I go to simplify, the square root of 9 simplifies to 3. And then I've got that square root of 5 left, 3 root 5. And you'll see as you're doing exercises in Khan Academy or checking answers in the back of the book, they simplify in this way. Alright, let's do a couple more examples here. I've got the square root of 80, and the biggest perfect square as I look through my list, 80 is actually the square root of 16 times the square root of 5 gives me the square root of 80. So this simplifies to 4 root 5. Okay, what about 200? Well, the biggest perfect square that divides 200 is 100, so I'm going to write this as the square root of 100 times the square root of 2. This just simplifies to 10 root 2. You've got a few practice problems on Khan Academy just to make sure you got the hang of this, and there's a video there in case you get stuck.